Hello, and welcome to another episode here on Team Acne. Now, today's video, I want to talk all about how to get rid of body acne, because this is probably the most asked question that I get on the channel. Now, if you followed my channel for a long time, you know I've dealt with extremely severe acne, but it was mostly centered on my face. I did have times where it would creep onto my chest, my shoulders, my back, but I wanted to make sure that I talked to somebody who actually has had severe acne on their body, and one of you guys actually messaged me and gave me your story and explained a little bit about what helped you. So let's go through that first. So this is from Kieran's story, and he says, at its worst, I had the photo on the left, and now I have the photo on the right. I suffered really bad from cystic acne for 2 years on my face, neck, chest, back, and shoulders. I'm still left with scars, but everything is a lot better. I do still get acne, but nowhere near as bad as I used to get it. One thing that I have changed was my diet. I started adding a lot more fruit and vegetables and trying to avoid dairy, eggs, etc. as much as I can, and also I've had celery juice on an empty stomach and herbal teas. So from there, I talked to him a bit more, and then he gave me some extra details. So he also says, as I say, I wash my body straight after I do the gym from sweating or any other form of exercise. You could also add that I change my bed sheets regularly. For my eating, I try and keep it healthy as I possibly can by adding more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and safe protein. I try to limit my meat intake, and I also try and keep away from dairy, reduce sugar, alcohol, greasy food, high fat, and less stress, which is the main factors which flare my acne up. So I totally vibe with everything he's saying, and I back it up 100%. Now, let's jump into everything that I can mention that will help to improve your body acne. First, I want to say that acne in general is genetic, and it is hormonal. So genetically, we're predisposed to having acne appear in different places on our body. So some people have it appear on their body, some people have it appear on their face. Now, being predisposed to having acne on the body does not mean that we can't reduce it. So we can do these following factors to help reduce the amount of acne that is predisposed to whatever location it is on the body. Now, firstly, probably the most important one is humidity and sweating. So if you live in some place that is very humid, you are going to have a lot more moisture on your skin accumulate, and also you're probably going to sweat a lot more. When you are sweating a lot, especially when you're doing like kind of that low amount of sweat all day, you do tend to break out more. And this is just because your body has a lot more sweat, which has dirt and whatnot that is accumulating on your body. As it dries up and resweats and dries up and resweats and dries up, it can clog pores, and that obviously can cause acne. Hormones are definitely a big issue when it comes to acne as well. So getting your hormones in check is very important. So sleeping right and eating the right types of food keep your hormones in check. Also exercising regularly keeps your hormones balanced. But if you are going through puberty, you are going to start having more testosterone in your body, and that is going to cause more acne. Now, that's okay. You are just naturally going to have different fluctuations in your acne through your age, through different parts of your life, but it's something to keep in mind. Now, speaking of exercise, it's important to get rid of sweat as soon as you finish exercising. So I would say at the very least, go quickly to the shower or at least be able to go wash it off in the sink. Just get the sweat off of your body as fast as possible. Another thing that I would definitely recommend is at the end of the day using a gentle cleanser, because if you watch 2 videos ago when I talked about air pollution causing acne, one thing that happens is that there is little particles of dirt and basically pollution in the air, and as you go throughout your day and walk around, that sticks to your body. And if you're not doing anything to cleanse your body, that can actually accumulate and then clog your pores as well. So I personally use a Banish product called the Gentle Mint Cleanser. Again, I do recommend a gentle cleanser, because if you have a cleanser that is too harsh and your skin is sensitive, that itself can cause acne. Now, that actually brings me to my next point, which is avoid soap. So bar soap, because it is solid, right? When you put it on your body and you wash your body, any amount of soap that doesn't wash off can actually re-solidify once you hit room temperature. So that itself can clog your pores up. And just in general, any sort of soap, shampoo, or conditioner can clog your pores. So if you're washing your hair with shampoo or conditioner, of course you have to do that at times. It's very important to make sure that you aren't letting it wash off onto your body, or at least check and see if the shampoo and conditioner that you're using is comedogenic, pore clogging. But in general, I would definitely suggest kind of tilting your head over to the side or forward and washing all the shampoo and conditioner out of your hair, and also making sure that all of the shampoo and conditioner is out of your hair before you finish showering, because if you don't, when you sweat, it's going to bring that stuff back onto your body while you're exercising. Here's a really good one, especially for those of you who wear a backpack to school or to work. Make sure that you aren't wearing a backpack on your back, so maybe choose a side satchel type of backpack, or just hold it in your hands, because when you have it on your back and it's rubbing against your skin, that can cause irritation, and irritation can cause acne. I actually watched a video where this girl said that she was wearing a strap for her bra, and she was wearing one of those like clamp things that kind of like hides the straps, whatever, and she wasn't thinking too much about it, but she kind of had some irritation happening, and she just said, screw it, because I just, I like the bra, I want to look cute. And the next morning she woke up with 5 or 6 pimples right where that irritation was happening. So it can happen quickly, and if you're wearing a backpack every day, it can cause a lot of acne because that's a lot of square footage on your back where your backpack is rubbing. All right, this one is really hard to actually abide by, but don't pick at your acne. If you have pimples on your chest, if you have pimples on your shoulders, don't pick at them, don't pop them, don't flick at them, don't just scratch them or anything, just try not to touch them at all. Now, echoing what Kieran said earlier in this video, change your bed sheets and your pillowcases very often. I would say probably at minimum once a week, but if you can do it more often, even better. I also suggest just buying multiple bed sheets, multiple pillowcases. That way you don't have to clean them, multiple times a week. You can just take the old one off, put the new one on, take the old one off, put the new one on, and at the end of the week, wash all 3 of the bed sheets at once. That way you kind of minimize the amount of time you have to spend on that. But you have oil, dirt, bacteria that rubs off onto those bed sheets, and if you never clean them, you're basically laying down and getting those back on you every single night, which can kind of become, like a circular problem where you're causing your own acne. When you get out of a shower, or if you are someone who swims, make sure that you moisturize, because a lot of times we're over oily and that can cause acne, but a lot of times we're also just very dry, and being very dry can clog your pores because the dry skin can actually clog your pores. So exfoliation is really good, but also just make sure that you are moisturizing after anything that's really hot or anything that strips you of your oils. So I would suggest, any moisturizer that's non-comedogenic, but also one that has vitamin C in it would be a good idea, because vitamin C is naturally, it takes away redness. So the one, again, that I use is from Banish. It's a vitamin C cream. So that's the one I use for my face and for my body. But at the very minimum, moisturize if you do notice that your body's skin gets dry. Now, the next one that I would say is don't rewear clothing. And I know that's kind of obvious, but think about it. How often do you just throw on a hoodie without a shirt to go to the grocery store real quick? And you do it over and over and over and over and over, and you've never cleaned that hoodie. Or, you didn't wear this shirt that much today, and so you aren't going to clean it, you wear it again. Or, it's the end of the week and you forgot to do your clothes, but you still got to go to school, so you wear some dirty clothes. Be a little bit more vigilant about that, because re-wearing clothes, again, re-puts on that oil, dirt, and bacteria back onto your body. Also, another kind of obvious one, but shower every single day. A lot of people, I don't know why, they don't shower every single day. Maybe it's just because a lot of people don't exercise, so they don't feel like the need to. But we sweat, at a micro level. We sweat a small amount anytime we're doing anything, especially when we're sleeping. Make sure that you shower every single day. And the final tip, and I'm sure there's loads more, so if you have any to add, put them in the comments below. But the final tip is don't wear overly, excessively tight clothing, or just really anything that's tight, because again, it can rub against your skin and cause acne. Oh, which reminds me, if you wear sports equipment, that also is going to chafe against your skin and can cause acne. So make sure that you are cleaning that equipment as much as you possibly can. Whew. Okay. What a mouthful. There's a lot of stuff to think and consider. I hope this helped you. Write down some of these. Maybe you won't be able to remember all these, but write down some of the most important ones, maybe in a notepad, just so you can really quickly remind yourself throughout the week to do these things. And if you, again, have anything to add, put them in the comments below. I know that helps out a lot of people. What's up, beautiful people? I hope you enjoyed this video. I actually forgot. I wanted to add 3 tips that I just remembered as I was editing this video. One is remove dairy entirely out of your diet. Dairy was my single largest reason for having cystic nodular acne. Kieran did also mention this earlier, but take it all the way out, not just a little bit out. I mean, no cheeses, no dairy, no whey protein powder, no milk powder at the end of ingredients or anything like that. That is such a huge improvement, and so many people have attested to this as well. Also, of course, drink more water. I know that one's like kind of obvious to hear. You've heard it a million times, but it does help to flush out the toxins out of your body, especially your lymphatic system needs to have proper amount of water to be able to flush itself out. And finally, up the amount of vegetables you eat, and I mean up it up a lot. So when I first started trying to get rid of my acne, I really was helped by having 12 to 16 servings of vegetables a day. Now I can get away with a little bit less, but in the beginning, getting like what I call overdosing on vegetables in, removing dairy, and upping my water were huge helps to my acne. Okay, now back to the video so I can outro this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was educational, informational, and helpful for you. Again, if you are dealing with redness or acne scars, definitely check out Banish Acne Scars, which you'll see right after this. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Remember, you are not alone, you are beautiful, and you're a part of Team Acne. We'll see you guys in the next video.